Hey everyone, Natalie Teston, family law lawyer in Gainesville, Georgia here today. I wanted to talk to you about temporary hearings. We are allowed to ask for a temporary hearing in a divorce case, a modification case, or a legitimation case. So a modification case would be a modification of child custody, child support, or either alimony. In those cases, we can ask for a temporary hearing. We ask, we're not guaranteed one. The decision of whether or not to give you a temporary hearing and when that falls rests solely with the judge, but we can ask for them and they are typically granted. In a temporary hearing, the goal is to get some rules in place to put a band-aid over some of the interim, more emergent issues so that everyone can get to a final decision in your case. If you're in a panic mode, it's hard to look towards the future, and the court understands that, and so they try to hear what's going on, what needs their attention, what rules can we put in place to make sure that things go smoothly or as smoothly as possible until we're ready for a final hearing in your case. Before we go to a temporary hearing, we have to have a few things in place. We have to have a financial affidavit with your proof of income attached. In cases where minor children are involved, we have to have a proposed parenting plan and we have to have proposed child support worksheets. So we have to come to court with those things. We have to give them to the judge right up front at the beginning of your temporary hearing. Failure to do so could result in the judge continuing your hearing off the calendar, which nobody wants. So it's very important that we get those things done. At a temporary hearing, the parties are allowed to testify, and they are both allowed to bring up to one live in-person witness. These are supposed to be very short hearings, so we can't have tons of witnesses coming in. However, the parties are allowed to tender in unlimited number of witness affidavits. In some cases, no witness affidavits are necessary. In other cases, we've tendered in 70, 80, or more witness affidavits. So the affidavits are a great way just to download a ton of information into the judge's brains. And we always think quality over quantity on these, because again, we do have just a limited amount of time. At a temporary hearing, typically the court will give you 1, 2, maybe 3 hours to get through your case. And of course, that time's going to be shared between both parties. So we really have to present evidence, let the judge know what the issues are, what we're asking for and why, and move through it quickly. In a temporary hearing, judges are going to decide certain issues, such as, during a divorce case, who leaves the home. Typically, when cases get filed, tensions increase in the home front. Sometimes that makes things unbearable and makes someone need to go. And especially if there's minor children there, that tension can be bad for them to be exposed to. So a judge can determine who's leaving the home on a temporary basis. The judge is also going to look at who's going to pay which bills on a temporary basis, what the parenting plan is going to be between the parents and the minor children on a temporary basis, how much child support is going to get paid, alimony, attorney's fees, etc. Or if there's already an order in place that has these items in it, the judge can look at, do those issues need to be changed? Does the amount of child support need to go up or down? Does the amount of parenting time need to move around on an interim basis? So again, it's just a band-aid, but it gets in place some plan of operation for the parties so that hopefully your interim, your emergent issues are taken care of to a level where you can think level-headedly, you can think clearly, and try to get the stuff that we need done on a final basis so that we can resolve your case once and for all. Thank you guys. I hope this helps explain what a temporary hearing is, why we use it, and what to expect if you've got one coming your way. Now, we have cases where we don't think we need a temporary hearing and then something changes, so always be open and honest with your lawyer. Let them know what's going on in the home front, because we understand these things can change in an instant. So if you need a temporary hearing or you want to discuss it in more detail, give us a call. Thank you.